Everything is so pink when it's pollen season. Look at it all in bloom. It's really lovely, even if it does give our dad hay fever. But hello everyone, and welcome back to our adventures as Solsyria here in our 11th year of life as we continue to settle into the colony. And you know, I think really everybody in the colony should give themselves a huge pat on the back because we have actually survived an entire year. People are growing up, we've gotten a little bit older. So far there have only been a few tragedies. And I think that the next crop, what is that? Oh my gosh, I think it's just like a blossom. I was like, oh no, is it a flying monster just like Chief Rhett said would come down when we were taking our self-defense classes? Ah! Oh my gosh. But yes, so let's carry on our story and our adventures, primarily working on possibly this time just buckling down and focusing on our biology until we're able to go ahead and unlock a special new fact with Cal, because he really has his heart in the right place. And ever since Tammy died, I just really want to support him. But let's also say hi to Deese. Deese is perched up on a big rock, silently watching the forest. He barely moves as you approach. The longer you look, the more you see, he says cryptically. Oh man. An enemy? Okay, yeah, an enemy is like watching the construction, playing with bobber fruit. Tang? Tang really wants nothing to do with us until we have more mental power, it seems. Mars? Yep, she's still bored. You know what? You gotta do something with your life. That's my philosophy. So let's actually dive in. And we are going to continue to study the life sciences. Today in class, you're studying genetic enhancements. Nearly everyone in the class has one, chosen from them by their parents before they were born. And it's all thanks to gene tech, Hal exclaims. Isn't it amazing? The people of Earth almost never had access to this stuff, and we have all the equipment right here in our little colony. I wonder if that's concerning. Looking around the class, you see an incredible array of genetic modifications, animal features, enhanced sensory organs, and the like, and there's much more that you can't see. Come on, don't be shy, Hal says, spreading his palms wide. What sort of things has old Instance been able to do in her lab? Feel free to share if you have one that the people can't see. Most kids, oh hey, we learned Cal. Okay, most kids share their genetic enhancements if they have them. Temperature doesn't bother me, Cal answers when it's his turn. I'm never too hot or cold. I'm always just right. Someone jokes that Cal doesn't sweat. That explains why he smells like flowers and sunshine all the time. Tang keeps quiet and skips her turn to share. It's okay to have secrets, Tang. I love how Cal smells. I feel like she would feel like it's an invasion of her privacy to go ahead and have that brought before the class, so I'm not gonna push that, even though part of me kind of wants to see if she'll fess up to what her augmentation is. I might not play this nicely in the future, but for right now I won't push that. Oh, what? We can start freaking flirting? What is going on? We're 11! Cal sniffs his own armpit and laughs. Like flowers? I guess a little. I think I smell like being outside. Who needs showers when we have the rain? Get up close for an intimate sniff. We're 11 years old! Showers in the rain, you dorks. That's what I'm saying, Cal says, giving you a fist bump. I'm 11! Like, have some patience, will you? 1, 2, oh, card becomes 2? Ooh! So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, card becomes 2. So I think that just means like a number 2. What on earth is this? What is this weird thing that Dad has given us? Oh yeah, +1 to a card change, and it changes the suit to mental. So let's go ahead, be crawling, have Tammy's care. Let's see, first words, which adds 1 to a card. 2. Alright, that's not a super win. I probably could have played that better, but I'll take it. I probably need to forget how to, like, crawl, to be honest. Don't really need that going on now. Alright. How are we doing on that biology? I need 10 more. Okay, maybe we can actually make it. You don't see D's at first, but you do hear rustling, followed by the screech of metal on metal. After a few minutes of looking, you spot D's placing large rocks in front of a piece of corrugated metal, leaning against the wall. He stops and looks at you. You didn't see anything, he says, going back to cover up his tracks. Tangent! He's gonna get us all killed! Ugh, Tangent. Okay, I guess she thinks that we're just not intelligent enough for her just yet. Freaking Tangent. And Mars is just like bored with her holovids, probably just into the politics. Cal's scooting an empty wheelbarrow through the gardens. Beep beep, he cheers. I'm a garden bot. Get out of my way. He pulls up beside you and laughs. Hey, Celsiria, what's happening? All right, we definitely have to go ahead and get like some better bio for him. Your dad brightens up when he sees you. Why, if it isn't my favorite gooseberry, he wheezes. I'm glad you're not as messed up as your old man. This pollen is no joke. Mom? She thinks we're getting big. Nice. I mean, there is a lot of pollen around here, to be honest. An enemy huffs as she runs up to you and doubles over, bracing her knees on her hands. I'm going to the Bantam Division distance record at this year's Vitumnalia. Huh. I mean, she's really into things. Can we work with Uncle Hal yet? No, we need toughness 20 or greater. Hang in there. Uncle Tonnen, I mean. Oh, man. So if we did defense training, that doesn't actually give us toughness. It does give us combat. I think we could get the most toughness if we like went to go shovel dirt. Are we getting close to 20 on that? Not really. All right. We're gonna be good. We're gonna really tuck our heads down and we are going to focus on our biology classes. Whoa, this is a different room. You're bringing supplies to the med bay when you see something unusual. Tangent curled up on a bench, her head pillowed on a rolled up lab coat. She's fast asleep. You stop and stare. You never see Tang sleeping. She's always so busy. You're surprised she even has time to nap. You're about to leave her in peace when you bump into an enemy. Wah! An enemy says. She hardly ever sleeps, just like a couple hours a night. Is she sick or something? You look back at Tangent, snoozing peacefully. Oh, so she like never needs to sleep? I'm so jealous of her genetic enhancement, an enemy says, rubbing on one of the scales sprouting from her jawline. She hardly needs to sleep at all. She's probably stayed up all night studying for this morning's history test. There was a test, or let her sleep. There was a test. Me, I flunked it, an enemy says matter of factly. No biggie though. If I didn't have to sleep, I'd probably play games instead of studying anyway. Tang's hollow palm beeps a soft alarm. She sits up and stretches, looking totally refreshed and alert. She sees you watching her and looks annoyed. Just a power nap, she says. No reason to gawk. Sorry. Okay, 1 slot becomes the value of 2 for studying life sciences again. So these are very low level skills. Huh. Oh. This isn't gonna work. I really don't think this is gonna work. I mean, the best I could do is this, and okay, that's not gonna work. Oh man. Oh man, that's not gonna work. Okay, we've gotta be a little trickier about this, I think. Oh, come on! Oh my gosh, okay. So this card becomes 2. So I think putting a 0 there is actually a good idea. But maybe, what about distraction? Followed by, first steps. Let's do crawling, because that makes it a 2. We can do Eagle Eyes, which is 0. Dang it! Okay, we need to add +2 to a card for sure. Let's put on an Eagle Eyes. I feel like Eagle Eyes should actually be like super special. +1 card to change sweets to mental. Huh. If we did that, our bobber fruit, could we get like the super special? Oh man, did I? Oh, I wanted to get like the super special bonus. I think we did? You're finishing breakfast in the common area when Marzipan struts in. Well, look at you eating cereal, she says, turning her nose up at you. I'll bet you don't even know what day today is. Birthday? You're right, I don't know. How about we just do that? Because I'm not gonna wheedle it out of her. Today, she announces to the room, is Saint Valentine's Day. Dies and Cal wander over to hear more. We're 11! Come on, people! Back on Earth, Mars explains, it was a day when everybody had to give their best friend a gift, especially sweets. And then you put the sweets under your pillow and it makes you dream about who you're going to marry. And there are decorations of hearts and arrows and pigs. Oh, how culture warps itself over time. It's somewhat amusing. I mean, if you actually ever look into the research behind the shape of the heart, I was taught this in one of my classes on like ancient Greece and Rome. I don't know how true it is, but apparently the shape of a heart is actually the shape of a unique plant that acted as a natural contraceptive that only grew on a specific island, like somewhere around Italy. And it was so popular because in the time that it was used, women were able to like hold off on having kids, and the seed that you got was shaped like a little heart that you ground down to drink. And women were able to like hold off and actually like plan if they wanted to have kids or not. And the result was that more women were starting to have like academic and political power because they were able to devote their time to that instead of having children, until it became so popular that it was over harvested and the plant disappeared. I have no idea if that's totally accurate, but that's just what I was taught by potentially a professor just trolling me and pulling my leg. But there you have it. Cal laughs. Pigs? We don't even have pigs here. Before Mars can answer, Dai snorts. This is dumb. Marzipan just made it up to get free candy. He rolls his eyes and walks away. As he leaves, Mars shouts at his back. Well, nobody was going to pick you anyway. You stink! Valentine's Day sounds like fun. I know who my best friend will be. I think it's dumb too. Sounds like fun? I mean, there's pigs involved. And I don't want to fess up on who my best friend will be, because I think, I don't know, maybe if I do say Cal, if I have to pick between the two of them. But I have a feeling that would really upset her. But also, she can be really mean. I mean, she literally just said to Dees again, sorry, I keep calling him Dice, that he stinks. Mars bats her eyes jokingly. Oh, really? Who could it be? She asks playfully. I'm going to tell all the other kids about it, Mars says. So you got to go around and find your best friend and give them a gift. She points her finger at you. Make sure you do it by the end of the day or it doesn't count. And if too many people want to be my best friend, she adds, I'll hold tryouts for the position. It's only fair. She tosses her hair over her shoulder and laughs. What? Can I... Oh, new perk? What? Biology level 1? That's what happens when we hit those levels? Unlock Xenobotany research in geophonics. Excuse me? Excuse me. So that is what happens? That is what happens when you hit those like higher levels? Hello here? Explore the xenobiology lab? Yes, I will work with everybody else soon. This is so cool. Hey kiddo, your dad says, looking up from his work desk where he's dissecting a huge bell-shaped flower. Can you hand me that separator? I've really got my hands in things here. You hand him the tool, which he uses to wedge open some sort of weird, soma-like opening inside the bell. Gooey purple nectar oozes out and pulls on the desk. Whoa, he exclaims. I thought I'd drain this little beauty. Can you, get a towel, I guess? Blah, gross. Cool and gross. You help him mop up the flower juice. Yuck! It's sticky and smells like rotting vegetables. When you're done, he looks at you with pride. You know, I've been thinking of getting one of you kids to come help me out with researching the native plants, he says. You think you might be able to break off some time to help your old man in the lab? I know you've been studying biology, he adds. It's not as glamorous as genotech research with instants, but it is important. He grins. Let me tell your mom about it tonight before you go telling her. She is not a fan of alien plants, you know? If it were up to her, we'd fill these greenhouses with earth plants and nothing else. But there's gotta be more on this planet that we can cultivate. If you find any cool plants while you're exploring, bring them here and we can take a look at them. Yay! Dad's my favorite. He's absolutely my favorite. What? We get organization and two biology, and we get less stress. Oh my gosh. Okay, if we didn't have to run around and figure out who to give our like snazzy treat, our Valentine's treat to, I would totally work on that. Now I know it is absolutely worth it to try to like push at some of the other skills. Man, okay. Wow, okay, that's really fun. And we get biology from that too? I'm gonna double check because this is exciting. If that's the case, I would really want to push the others like up too. Do we get biology from this? Yes! Oh my gosh! And we can make better friendships with Cal, and it's actually less stress than school. This is amazing! This is absolutely amazing! Maybe I should work on empathy next because we're kind of close to that? Or, okay, maybe I'm not close on toughness, but we can at least try. Alright, this is so thrilling. I also don't want to touch like a single one of the options that the kids are hovering around, because now we very awkwardly have to figure out who we would actually give a gift to. And the problem with that, friends, we don't have one. We don't have one. This isn't good. Mom, Dad, can you hand me one of those weird plants? Oh man, and I don't think we can even buy anything with our kudos yet. Ah, dang it, we can't. So that we can go ahead and try to buy more things for everybody in the colony. This is gonna be a little bit of a challenge. I hope we can go exploring sooner than later so that we can help collect more things. Maybe we'll work on our toughness after all, because I think we're going to be able to help out that way, but we'll have to see. So alright friends, thank you so much for joining me today. Who would you pick as your best friend for the Flying Heart Pig Arrow Valentine's Day, where you go ahead and put chocolate? Can you imagine putting chocolate under your pillow? It's gonna melt everywhere. Oh my gosh, that does sound really like messy. Who would you pick? I'd love to know, because this is just the results of this particular set of adventures. In the future, we might have a chance to relive this life and take entirely new directions. So even though it feels like making a permanent decision now, well, we'll have to see what happens next time. So, if you would like to join us on this and literally over 10,000 other adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!